Do you ever share content with your colleagues? And sometimes you cannot share content with your colleagues because you are not in the same team. Well, watch this video and I will explain how you can set this up. Be aware, it's still preview, but let's go into it. First, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video and share this video with your colleagues. Yes, this new functionality, which is at the moment in public preview, but will be soon in release, holds functionality to share information with across teams, but also the possibility to share across channels or across Office 365 tenants. So this means that you, when you work with external people and in external teams, you had the possibility to switch at the top. This functionality is no longer needed after this functionality is introduced. So you are directly working in the same team, so you do not miss any conversations, etc., because you are in your own team. All right, this video is made in 3 parts. First, the internal sharing, then the external sharing, and at last, the settings in Teams and Azure you have to make before this is going to work. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get the browser. All right, I already created the team. I'm administrator on this account, so of course I'm in God mode, but depending on your IT organization, you have to have the rights to have public preview first, so you can see this in Ring 3.6, and you can see this on this little P at the right hand corner. Now you used to have teams, and I already created a team, and when you want to share content, you can do this by using the shared channel option or Teams Connect. Those are the 2 main names and branded names, but I prefer to talk about sharing content because I want to share content with other teams. So we already have our team here, share with others. Of course, be aware of the naming, etc. But now we want to create a new channel. And I'm gonna call this demo shared internal team for this this demo. What you see here is that when I go to privacy settings, on default it's always standard. But you had the option for private channels. So if you have enabled this in your environment, so maybe IT already disabled this, or there's a different governance within your organization, and then it could be different. And now there's a new one that's called shared. People you choose from your org or other orgs have access. So I'm going to select this. And directly when you select this, you see that you can share this channel with everyone on the team. So everyone in the team already has access to this same channel. Now I'm going to click on create. It's creating the channel. And now I can already sign up some names or give some email addresses. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to skip. And what you see is that we got a new channel. And there's something new about this. And I don't like the... got it. All right. You see here the icon demo or shared. and here you see that it's a shared channel. Till now nobody has access, but we are going to change that, because for this time I want to share this team with an internal colleague, which is the default and which is by default on. Again, if your governance has changed, then it may not be available for you. What you can do is click on the three dots, and you get the menu options of the channel. Now these differ from other channels, because if we look here for a normal channel, then you see these items. Let's go back here. You see that we only have a few items here. What I want to do is I want to share this channel with a team. In this case, not a team that I own, but I know that Alex owns a team which is called Alex team. So I'm going to send him an invite. Once I send the invite, he will get a notification. Let's go to Alex, and what we see is that he has indeed some notifications, and he got an invite for a shared channel, and he can say, okay, I want to accept the invite or decline this invite. When he accepts it, he needs to select a team where he is the owner of. So that's very important. He needs to be owner of the team. Okay, I'm going to select this one, and now I'm going to click on done. When I'm done, you would expect, okay, now he has access and the team also has access, but that's there's still some approval to do, because even though Alex already pointed the correct team, the owner of the shared channel has to approve that this team may have access to the shared channel. So this is why you see pending owner approval. Now, when I go back to the administrator, I see that I had an activity feed. So now I have to check, okay, do I want to have Alex join with Alex's team? And it's for my own organization. There's only one member. It's a private type, and the invite will expire in 14 days. Of course, I want this, but if he doesn't approve, or if this team would not be correct, then I would click deny, and I had to invite him again to select another team. So I'm going to click on approve. And now that we have approved, we can go to the shared channel again, and here we can say, okay, hi Alex, and I don't know, maybe even you can even mention the team now, and let's dismiss this. Now Alex will have the same opportunity or same settings. So let's go to Alex, go to the teams, and we see that there's indeed a new channel, and there's an add mention as well here. So what do you see when we share this channel? I go back to the administrator settings. What we see here at the top, we have the post, the files, which are shared across the two teams, and we've got the plus sign. Now, this is very important. It almost has the same apps as your normal team, except for tasks, because it's not an Office 365 group. You do not have tasks, so it's quite similar to a private channel in that way. Further on, when we go down, we have the full message bar, but we do not have all extensions here. And we can have a meet now or a meet in the channel with the shared team members. Be aware, this is all internal. We can also view who are the members and who shared the channel. Now this is really perfect. This is a team. Now I want to share it with a team I own, and as an administrator I own every team, so I can even share it with the whole team. Of course, this is depending on your settings. So now I shared it with the Mark 8 project team, and as you can see, I can now access the channel as well from here. Still, all settings concerning the shared channel have to be done via this channel. Now we have a separate way, because now we all talked about teams, but of course sometimes you only want to invite one person. So I'm gonna add a channel again, make it a personal, internal, and make it a shared again, create. All right, let's wait a little bit, skip it, and I created the channel. Now I want to share this channel with people, and now I only want to invite Alex to this channel. So I'm going to share it with Alex. I can select if he may be member or owner. Default is a member. So I'm going to close it. Now I'm going to Alex again, and what you see is because I invite him directly, there's no approval needed, and he can directly start using this channel as well. So this is actually all basics around the internal about the internal sharing of channels or Teams Connect. So let's go to external sharing. All right, I switched to pang@kbworksdemos.onmicrosoft.com. So this is another demo, and now we are going to share externally. You will need some extra governance around this, and IT has to make this in place. So we come to the settings later on. I will show you what to do with this. First of all, I'm going to create a new channel like I did earlier, demo external team. Let's do it again the same way. Create it. All right, let's skip it. All right, we've got our same demo channel, and now we can share it with a team, for example, again. Now, as you know, I'm in the KBWorks demos channel, which is a different environment than this one, which I'm going to add. That's the M365 blah, 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 blah. All right, let's add him and send the invite. So it's sending the invite, and while it's sending, you see here is the email address of KBWorks demo, so you know it's a different tenant. Let's go to the admin. Let's see if it's open here. And here you see that this is the admin at a different environment. So let's go to the activity. And here you see that Pang invited you to a team externally, and this works almost the same. We can click on accept, we can select our team, and here there may be a difference, because if I would say Contoso, for example, it says, okay, this cannot be selected because it's a public team, or there are some settings. Maybe on this one it could, but let's go for the external teams, which I created special for this demo. So after selecting it, then you see the request has been sent. And let's go to Peng again and go to the activity, which does not have activity yet. So let's, oh, it even hangs a bit. So let's refresh the page and go here to share or manage channel. And if we go into manage channel, we directly see that we have teams, our own team, the owners, the members, the invites which have been sent, and here you also see the external invite again for a KB Contoso environment. So I'm going to approve this. And now that I have approved it, I have a connection with the external team as well. So let's go back into the channel, make a conversation, test, and let's create a file in here. Let's do that for one time. A Word document and demo and environment. Yeah, let's do it like that. And close. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's nothing in the file. Doesn't matter. But what I want to show you is the following. When I go to the client, which I have invited, and I was invited. So here we see the demo shared channel, and I go to the files. You will see that the files will be available, and I don't know why it's not yet there. Maybe there is a provisioning problem. That's hold on, I had to change a little bit because it's still a public preview. So here we go. And now we can go to files, and we see that Peng shared it with Alex. In this case, I switched profiles, so that's something I wanted to show. But now the really important part comes here. When I click on open in SharePoint, so now it opens in SharePoint, and what you see is you have your full SharePoint page. It shows external and shared, but what you also see is that this is called kbworksdemos.sharepoint.com. But if we go back into, for example, design, and let's go here, go to files. I don't know if there are any files, but open in SharePoint. Now you see that this is my original tenant. So what you see is that there's a difference between internal and external. In this case, the external channel is hosted at kbworksdemos.sharepoint.com. So that about files. Next to that, and let's go back to the shared channel. Now we do not have a meet now or create a channel meeting. We also have less options here, but you directly see that you are connected to other members of an organization. Now, when I'm back at Peng and I would click on meet, all right, let's do that. Let's allow, continue. I don't care at this moment. Now I'm doing a channel meeting, and let's see what happens for Alex. He can join the meeting directly. So that works if it's initiated from the original side of the tenant. Let's stop the video. So this is something that's good to know. Next to that, and this is really a trial and error, I'm curious what is going to happen if, for example, we would, let's see if that's even possible. No. All right, forget it. This about external channels for end users, but now let's go into the admin part, and therefore I'm going back to the admin, and let's go to the admin.teams.microsoft extern.com, which is the admin portal. And let's show you the default settings. So the default settings which are going to be used to roll out shared channels are under Teams policies and then policies. And here you see which are on by default. So this is all on by default. So be aware, if your organization has security or compliance rules, they should be aware of these settings and even make different policies, because this is the global one. You could add different policies for people who may share channels and may not share channels. And all this is internal still. So it's even internal. You want to have your security and compliance up to date. All right, so these are default settings, and by default internal sharing is possible. Now let's go to portal.azure.com and I'm going to the wrong one, I guess. Yes, because here it's already set up. Let's go to yeah, this one. Here we go to the dashboard or to portal.azure.com. We are going to log into Azure, in this case also a demo preview. Then we go to Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, external identities, and here's a new setting which is still in preview. And these are the default settings, so I haven't changed anything. So here you see business to business, so this is for your selector at the top. You will see if it's enabled or not. And the collaboration settings are for the new environment. Adam Deltinger made a great blog about this settings, how to set it up. I only show you the preview of how it shows. Let's go to my demo account and also go to Azure, because here I have been setting it up already and I made it pretty open for everyone. So if we go in here, you can set them up for an organization. You can inherit from the default or can change it. So specific for organizations that have sister companies or friends that may do different things, and here you can select the default settings. And as you can see, I've changed a little. These are the inbound settings. If you click on them, you see allow access for externals, and I have made it available for Office 365 for the collaboration. I also did this for the business to business, because business to business is still used a lot when shared channels is not enabled, for example. Now let's go back to the settings. That were the inbound, but actually the outbound settings are exactly the same. Of course, you can make changes to this, and this is all about your own settings. So I just searched for the item of Adam. As you can see, there are some settings here as well. Please go to his blog, which you can find on deltinger.com. And he has a lot of information about the shared channels as well. This was the demo and the explanation. I hope it was really useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your colleagues. I hope to see you in the next video, and please don't forget to comment at the video as well. What you like, what you don't like, where you see some issues, where you think this could be great. Please put your comments below the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.